Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis of their Week 16 36-10 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll talk about today about the Steelers' run defense, and unfortunately, it feels like we talk about the same things basically every single week. And usually, when I discuss the Steelers' run defense, it's about big issues: 20-yard runs, guys not in gaps, and a bunch of missed tackles, broken tackles, things like that. And those were, to some extent, maybe a lesser extent, issues in this loss of the Chiefs. But today, I want to talk about a smaller issue: yards after contact, plays that were made. They weren't, 20-yard runs, weren't completely busted, ones that were actually pretty fit well by the Steelers' run defense, but you're allowing yards after contact. You're allowing, that 2 yard gain to become a 4 yard gain. And that adds up over time. And I thought that was one issue with the Steelers' run defense on Sunday. Five examples of that. First one comes in the Chiefs' opening possession. First and 10 run here for Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. Gets met around the line of scrimmage at about the 37-yard line, ball at the 38 here line of scrimmage on this play. And the Steelers fit this one well enough. They flow to it well, but they just can't get him down. And it becomes extra couple yards, a 4 yard run on this play. So this thing's not fit poorly. Guys are in their gaps overall, but no one's really getting off blocks well enough here. And Edwards-Hilaire at the end here, falling forward, that pile pushing forward. Doesn't look like much. I know it's not as bad as the Dalvin Cook with, semi truck lanes to run through, but it's extra yards. So instead of 2nd and 9 on this play, if you would have stopped him right at the 37-yard line, it now becomes 2nd and 6, a much more manageable situation for a potent Chiefs offense. So just watch that pile fall forward at the very end of this play. I get it can be tough sometimes, but it's just those little things that add up over time, as you'll see in the rest of this video. Another example later in the game, power run to the right here. Edwards Hilaire meeting Robert Spillane in the hole. No gang tackle. A lot of guys standing around watching Spillane make the tackle. Nothing really, too wrong here with Spillane on this play, but Edwards Hilaire again falling forward, getting additional yards, getting an extra 2 yards out of this. Instead of a 3rd and 7, it becomes a 3rd and 5. And for KC, there's a massive difference between their success rate, 3rd and 7 plus versus 3rd and 6 and closer. 3rd and 6 and closer. Coming into that game against Pittsburgh, they were converting 73% of the time. So Edwards Hilaire tackled there, still able to fall forward, get an extra couple yards here. Not blaming Spillane so much here, but a lot of guys standing around. Not great pursuit, not great rally on this play. Guys not able to get off blocks. A lot of guys just standing around here watching Spillane make this tackle. I want to see guys be able to run and finish and put their shoulder into the ball carrier so he cannot fall forward, get that extra yards, and put them into a closer situation on 3rd down. So that just overall, just talking about pursuit and effort, I thought you saw from KC in this game with their run defense, really good pursuit and effort and gang tackle here, and just getting the extra 2 yards. It's just 2 yards, I know, but it adds up over time, puts them in 3rd and 5 in a much better situation. Third example, run to the left, and this time again, not big yards here, but just some yards after contact. Piles consistently falling forward for Kansas City. They got a tough physical offensive line. Pittsburgh and KC totally rebuilt their offensive lines this year. KC's done a much better job, obviously, than what Pittsburgh has done, getting guys like Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey in the draft, trading for Orlando Brown Jr., and you just see those piles fall forward, just having some trouble getting that guy on the ground, preventing the yards after contact, and the running back be able to churn and push ahead. And again, the fits on this play, the lane and gap integrity, they're pretty good, but you're just getting an extra yard on this run, and you just want to eliminate that stuff because it does add up over time. And you can see it better from the aerial view. We'll play it through one more time, but that's the kind of things I'm talking about in this video. Really good example of that to show extra 5 yards gained on this play just because of that yards after contact. Pittsburgh unable to finish the play. And again, those piles falling forward. And again, you see on this play, the running back, he stopped up at the 27-yard line here initially, at least roughly around, right there, we'll call it. But there's still yards after contact. The Steelers cannot get him down. He's able to push the pile forward, and Edwards Hilaire gets an extra 5 yards out of it. So what should have been 2nd and 8 now becomes 2nd and 3. And that's obviously a world of difference. So again, from a fit standpoint, things were better. It's better on this run. Guys are generally doing their job, but are like getting off of blocks. They're able to rally, get the running back to the ground. Not so much Schobert hanging on for dear life here. No one else able to come down, rally. Again, I want to see that pursuit be better. I understand guys are tired. I want to see it better from Watt, maybe Minka coming in, although he is pretty far away on this play. But I just want to see guys be able to rally and try to finish that better than what they are. Because if you don't, against these backs in the NFL and these bigger, more powerful backs, they're going to get those yards after contact. You want to see better gang tackling. This defense needs it. There's no excuse with how poorly they played, and really hurts this team on this play. Again, that additional 5 yards on this run. Last example, and I will admit this comes in complete garbage time. This is 36-10, 2.5 minutes to go in the game. So the game is over at this point. But still, you want to see this defense finish. A lot of guys are still out there, guys competing for jobs and roles and playing time and things like that. Newcomer John Simon misses a tackle in the backfield. And then again, not a great rally, yards after contact here for Gore. They got him in the backfield in this play at their own 20, essentially, when Simon meets him, breaks his ankles, and so what should have been, a big tackle for loss of the 20, and Gore gets to the 30. So it's a 10-yard swing, gain of 5 here official in this play. What should have been second and 15 becomes second and 5. And again, I understand the game is over, so at this point, really, who cares that much? But it's the principle of the matter, just yards after contact, yards that are left on the table in this one, and you're seeing that here. And so Simon cannot make the play. Again, he's at the line of scrimmage scores at this play. There's, one, two, three, four guys who kind of have him boxed in. Gore still able to find yardage out of this there and pick up 5 on this play. And that was one of the themes of the day. Again, the run defense not as poor as it has been, but you add everything up here. I have the Steelers down for allowing, just on these clips alone, 21 additional yards on these 5 runs here. That's over 4 yards per carry of additional kind of that hidden yardage allowed. And that adds up for sure for a 32nd ranked run defense. So overall, a minor point, certainly not one of the reasons why this team lost this game. But for as much as we and I talk about the big issues with the run defense, and make no mistake, the bigger issues have to be solved more immediately than these smaller things. And usually we solve the bigger issues, the smaller things get solved as well. But I just wanted to note that, the issues don't always have to be so obvious and punch you in the face kind of, clear. And so I just want to bring that to your guys' attention, that some of that hidden yardage I thought was an issue in this game. And just to the larger point, I know it's late in the season, guys are tied, but the effort overall on both sides of the football, I just don't think it's been quite good enough. And I think you see KC play with a lot more energy and effort and just kind of team defense, team offense for that matter. And probably do some videos on that in the offseason. So it speaks to, I think, a larger trend than what I'm just highlighting in this video. But obviously, some guys play with effort. Cam Hayward, best fanatical effort in the NFL. I'm not saying all these guys are dogging it, but just it's not quite to the level it needs to be, especially for a run defense that has been so poor. That's going to need as much effort to make up for maybe a lack of talent and inexperience and things like that to try to overcome some of those core issues. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already, and we'll talk to you soon.